Hello, my name is Guillermo Vargas. I am the webmaster at the School of Nursing. Today, we will be talking about PDAs, sometimes referred to as smart devices or smartphones, and their use within the UTEP School of Nursing.
So here we are. You've seen these devices in the mainstream media. One's an iPhone and one's an iPod Touch. Now you can use them for more than just music and videos. They'll also help you get through your curriculum at the School of Nursing. PDA stands for Personal Digital Assistant. As we talked about before, sometimes they're referred to as a smartphone or a smart device. It's not just the iPhone that's considered a PDA or a smart device. There's also various Palm devices, BlackBerry, Android, Nokia, and maybe some other ones that have been developed since we put out this presentation. It's best to check with Skyscape's website, but we'll talk about that more later. Here's a good visual representation of the options available. You can get something from Palm, BlackBerry, maybe an Apple iTouch or iPod. Keep in mind you can't use your iPod Nano. Maybe something from Nokia, an HP device, HTC, or even something from Motorola. The last two are often running on what's called the Android platform, but as we said, it's always best to check the Skyscape website for compatibility. Now let's talk about some of the features. The most popular one you'll be using is probably the Wi-Fi connectivity. This will allow you to connect to the internet. Another important feature will be the idea of synchronization. This allows you to connect to a laptop or a desktop and back up all the applications you have on your devices. In the event that it gets lost, stolen, or broken, it can then be transferred to the new device. As far as input, you'll be using a full QWERTY keyboard, which may be physically on the device, or it may be a virtual keyboard like the one shown here in this picture. We talked about some of the features, now let's look at some of the uses. All these devices function great as communication devices. You can use them for mobile internet exploring, instant messengers, or even digital books. You might want to check if some of your nursing books are available in an EPUB or Kindle variety. Maybe even Barnes & Noble has an e-version for you. You can also get rid of your day planner and keep all of your calendar and contacts in one place. Think about it, you'll be able to carry them around in your pocket and take them out whenever you want. Oh yeah, don't forget they also work as media players and video players. We've talked about what the devices can do, some of their features, but now let's talk about how they'll really shine in nursing school. Before I tell you about their uses, let's keep in mind those of you that qualify for financial aid have already been allotted an amount to go ahead and get one of these devices. In other words, rather than calculating an amount for your books, we've calculated how much it'll cost for you to get one of these devices. In nursing school, they'll function as electronic references, replacing those old books that can't be updated in real time. You'll be able to keep such references as your diseases and disorders, a drug guide, Tabor's medical dictionary, and even an English and Spanish medical dictionary. It'll be amazing to you how quickly you'll be able to access this information in real time anywhere you have your device. So now that we've got you hooked, we're sure you want to buy one. Where can you get them? Well, they're available at any retail store, maybe somewhere like Best Buy, Walmart, or Target. You should also consider looking through some of the used outlets. You might find some that are less expensive on Craigslist, but you always want to make sure that the device actually works and that it's compatible with Skyscape. You can even go to Skyscape and purchase your devices and your references together. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Our contact information is at the end of this presentation. Here are some devices we know work with Skyscape. We'd really like you to get one without a camera, but we know that might not be possible. If you ever take a picture in our facilities, you will be violating HIPAA law, face dismissal from our program, and be subject to federal prosecution. So just don't do it. Now let's talk more about Skyscape. What is Skyscape? Think of it this way. Skyscape is a company that goes out and compiles various medical and healthcare references to put them all in one place. In this case, it's putting it all into an electronic device that you can carry with you wherever you are. Again, you'll be able to carry such things as the Davis Drug Guide, Tabor's Medical Dictionary, and an English to Spanish translation for medical phrases and words. One of the reasons we've recommended Skyscape is that it allows you timely access to all of the references that you purchase. It also gives you the ability to update your references for a period of 1 year after you purchase the reference. This means that for 1 year, you can update at no cost to the latest version. As a student, it empowers you to have all of your references at your side and help you make the best decision. Here's a recap of some of the supported devices. You might consider getting a BlackBerry, maybe an Android phone, or even a Palm device. Either way, it's best to check with us before you purchase one to make sure it's compatible with Skyscape. Look for our information at the end of this presentation. If you only remember one thing from our presentation, let it be this slide that includes all these links. The Mobile Clinical Resources 101 and Using Skyscape Clinical Resources can all be found at the link on the bottom. It's at www.skyscape.com/UTEP-SON. Go ahead, grab a pen and write this down, or go ahead and visit the website after this presentation.